Good afternoon, and welcome to Colorado State University. Will the audience please stand? Lucy Logan will sing the national anthem. Please join in the singing if you wish.
Say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Please be seated. Good afternoon. My name is David McLean, and I serve as the Dean of the Walter Scott Jr. College of Engineering. On behalf of the Colorado State University Administration, the Board of Governors, and the faculty, I welcome you to this commencement ceremony for the Spring 2022 Engineering Graduating Class. As the land-grant university for the state of Colorado, I would like to read a brief acknowledgement. Colorado State acknowledges with respect that the land we are on today is the traditional and ancestral homelands of the Arapaho, Cheyenne, Ute nations, and peoples. This was also a site of trade, gathering, and healing for numerous other native tribes. We recognize the indigenous peoples as original stewards of this land and all the relatives within it. As these words of acknowledgement are spoken and heard, the ties nations have to their traditional homelands are renewed and reaffirmed. CSU is founded as a land-grant institution, and we accept that our mission must encompass access to education and inclusion, and significantly that our founding came at a dire cost to Native nations and peoples whose land this university was built on. This acknowledgement is the education and inclusion we must practice in recognizing our institutional history, responsibility, and commitments. Thank you. Today we celebrate the accomplishments of our students who have completed the requirements for a baccalaureate degree in the majors offered within the College of Engineering. Please join me in a round of applause in congratulating these students on this happy occasion. I'd now like to introduce the members of the platform party. I'd ask each to stand briefly when I call your name. Dr. Dan Baker, Teaching Associate Professor, Civil and Environmental Engineering. As a suggestion, one clap after I announce her name, and then we'll go through the list. Janelle Beavers, Vice President for Strategy. Dr. Melissa Burt, Assistant Dean, Diversity and Inclusion. Dr. Edwin Chong, Acting Department Head, Electrical and Computer Engineering. Dr. David Dandy, Department Head, Chemical and Biological Engineering. Captain Corey DeGroot, Operations Flight Commander and Assistant Professor of Aerospace Studies. General James H. Dickinson, Commander, United States Space Command. Dr. Don Michaels, Director, University Honors Program. Dr. Mary Pedersen, CSU Provost and Executive Vice President. Dr. Katul Papat, Director of Undergraduate Program, School of Biomedical Engineering. Dr. Christian Putlitz, Department Head, Mechanical Engineering. Dr. Kenneth Reardon, Associate Dean, Research. Dr. Charles Shackelford, Department Head, Civil and Environmental Engineering. Dr. Mary Stromberger, Vice Provost for Graduate Affairs. Lieutenant Colonel Matthew Tillman, ROTC, Professor of Military Science. Ms. Emily Valeriati, School of Biomedical Engineering, Colorado State University. And Dr. Karan Benayagamurthy, Associate Dean, Academic and Student Affairs. I'd now like to ask Colonel Tillman, please, to come to the podium.
Good afternoon, and thank you for the invitation to today's ceremony. I am joined by Captain Corey DeGroot, a 2013 graduate of the Walter Scott Jr. College of Engineering and the Assistant Professor of Aerospace Studies for the Air Force ROTC program. At this time, it's our great pleasure to introduce the newest commissioned officers in our armed forces. Yesterday morning, these Rams commissioned as second lieutenants into the Army, Air Force, or Space Force. I will ask for one clap for each of them, and then we'll give them a full round of applause following the Dean's lead. So, as I call your name, please stand and remain standing to be recognized. Into the Army, Second Lieutenant Sam Hess and Shane McCleary. Into the Air Force, Second Lieutenant Michael Berg. Go ahead. Yeah, I messed it up. Sorry about that. Ian French, Theodore Corus, Blaine Nye, and Jack Roy. And into the newest branch of our armed forces, the U.S. Space Force, Lieutenant Ryan Fanensteel. Let's give these newest officers a round of applause. Thank you for your time this afternoon, and go Rams.
Thank you, Colonel Tillman. As a land-grant institution providing access and educating students who are first in their family to earn a university degree, this year, 85 of our 474 graduates are first-generation college graduates. I ask that all of our graduates who are first generation to please stand and be recognized. Please be seated. Now, I would like to recognize our honorary society members. Tau Beta Pi is the National Honor Society representing the entire engineering profession. It was founded in 1885 to recognize students who possess superior scholarship and exemplary character. Will the Colorado State graduates who are members of Tau Beta Pi please stand and be recognized? Congratulations and best wishes to you. Please be seated. Other engineering honor societies recognize outstanding students in the individual majors. This include Omega Chi Epsilon for chemical and biological engineering, Chi Epsilon in civil engineering, Eta Kappa Nu in electrical and computer engineering, and Pi Tau Sigma in mechanical engineering. Will the graduates who are members of these honor societies please stand and be recognized? Congratulations and best wishes to you. Please be seated.
Good afternoon. I'm Dr. Don Michaels, the Director of the Honors Program here at Colorado State University. At this time, I would like to recognize our students who have earned the distinction of University Honors Scholar. To become a University Honors Scholar, a student must complete an integrated program of honors seminars, honors courses, and a senior honors thesis, while achieving at least a 3.5 cumulative GPA. Will these students please stand? They are recognized by their green gowns. Congratulations.
Thank you, Dr. Michaels. It's my honor to introduce the commencement speaker, U.S. Army General James H. Dickinson. General Dickinson is the commander, U.S. Space Command. It's the 11th and newest unified combatant command. As commander, he is responsible for defending U.S. and allied interests in the space domain while providing space-enabled combat effects to joint warfighters around the world. He exercises combatant command authority over 18,000 soldiers, Marines, sailors, airmen, and guardians, operating ground and space-based systems around the world that provide satellite communication, space domain awareness, offensive and defensive space control effects, and position, navigation, and timing services. General Dickinson is a native of Estes Park, Colorado, and commissioned from the U.S. Reserve Officer Training Corps at Colorado State University in 1985, where he received a Bachelor of Science in Mechanical Engineering. His graduate degrees also include a Master of Science in Operation Research from the Colorado School of Mines and a master's degree in Strategic Studies from the United States Army War College. General Dickinson has commanded at every level in the United States Army, from platoon to combatant command, and is the Senior Air and Missile Defense Officer in the Department of Defense. Please join me in welcoming General Dickinson.
Well, thanks for that very kind introduction. And every time they go on and on like that, and it was very kind, it makes me feel older and older. But good afternoon. Okay, we're going to try that one more time. Good afternoon. All right, it is great to be back in Fort Collins. It's great to be here in Colorado. It's great to be about 40 or so miles from my hometown. And it's great to be able to look out and see Long's Peak right outside the doors here. And so what an honor it is for me to get the opportunity to come back and be your commencement speaker today. And first of all, I got to start off by saying I've heard that national anthem, I think, twice. And I think Lucy Logan did it, I think, yesterday in the commencement that I was in. But if she's here, if not, let's give her another round of applause for that great national anthem. So today is about you. Today is about recognizing a great accomplishment in your young lives and in terms of receiving your degree today. But what I want to talk about first is how you got here and who was instrumental in getting you here today. So the first group that I'd like to recognize is the great faculty that you have in this institution, in this College of Engineering, that are sitting both on the dais here and are off to the right. And if I could I have them all stand up, please, so to be recognized? Please here on the podium as well. When I look at service, I look at folks that serve selflessly. And these group of folks behind me and around me, and others that aren't here today, or who may be in the audience, education is key to our society, to our way of life. And to have them here side by side with you is a selfless service to all of you that you'll recognize more and more, if you haven't recognized it today, as you go along in life. I certainly do at my point in my life. And so thank you again for everything that you've done to get these great graduates in front of us today. So thank you very much. Now the second group, second, third, fourth, fifth group, if you will be the folks that are sitting in the stands around you, maybe watching the live stream. And those are your family, your friends, and your loved ones who have supported you to get to this point, to get to this day, to get to this achievement milestone in your life. And so what I'd ask is that all of you please stand, the graduates, to give them a standing ovation for everybody in the crowd. Please stand. Very good, very good. I was going to keep you standing for the rest of my 2 hours worth of remarks, but I'll let you sit down. So these are familiar grounds to me. I got to admit, I was here from 1981 to 1985, and I spent quite a few hours and time in this very gymnasium. And by the way, it looks magnificent. It looked magnificent then, but all the improvements that have been made are remarkable, and you must all be proud of the facilities that you have here at Colorado State University. Certainly the president and all the leadership here have done well over many, many years to make sure that not only do you have world-class facilities, but you're taking care of the ones that were here even when I was here. And I've walked more than a few miles across this remarkable campus, and I sat where you're sitting 37 years ago with a new mechanical engineering degree in my hand, and I had gold bars on my shoulders at that time as a new Army lieutenant. At that point, I knew an Army career would likely mean I'd never come back here to Fort Collins. Fort Carson and Colorado Springs might be the closest the Army would bring me back here to Fort Collins. But the twists and turns of nearly 4 decades of service did bring me back here to give a graduation speech at my alma mater in my old College of Engineering, and I'm glad it did. And thank you for the invitation and the opportunity to be here today with you. This certainly is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity for me, so thanks for inviting me back, and it's good to be home. Thank you. So I'm a mechanical engineer by academic training, like most of you here today, and in the faculty, but I'm a soldier by trade, an air defense artilleryman by specialty. And in that role, I have been responsible for protecting and defending U.S. forces from air and missile attack, and even our allies. Now, I lead a large team of space operators. And over the years, people have asked me, what does engineering have to do with any of that? What does engineering have to do with good soldiering? And I tell them everything. It's the same the other way around, too. An interesting article I read recently makes this point. The article outlined what STEM recruiting company Precision People suggests are the top 10 qualities engineering firms are looking for when they look to hire engineers. Those qualities are technical expertise, communication skills, leadership, interpersonal skills, critical reasoning, creativity, innovation, enthusiasm, attention to details, and resilience. So what does engineering have to do with soldiering? And what does soldiering have to do with good engineering? Everything. This list, offered as the qualities companies want in their engineers, is exactly the list of qualities that make for successful soldiers, successful leaders, successful air defenders, and successful space operators. So why do I bring this up? I offer it because after nearly 4 decades in uniform, I've had a few experiences with people of that caliber and have gained a little perspective on what makes them successful. I thought you might find that interesting as you consider your next steps as CSU engineering graduates. Today, I'd like to share a few of those perspectives with you. Now, I'm an engineer like you, and so I like numbers. So let me offer you a few impressive numbers to describe all of you today. 675 students are receiving degrees from the Walter Scott College of Engineering this year with an impressive GPAs. Now, I recognize the fact that I don't believe we have the masters or the PhDs, but 470 of you here today are earning bachelor's degree with a collective GPA of 3.27. 141 have earned master's degrees with a GPA of 3.66, and we'll call 60 of the classmates doctors having earned their PhDs with a 3.8 average GPA. All very impressive. So what's always fun about averages, though, is that some of you are at the top end of that 4.0. Others had, let's say, a bit more fun, probably at the Trailhead or the Yeti or even the Rec Room. But you're all earning your prestigious degrees in high demand in today's largely technical society, so congratulations. So among those of you graduating today are several military veterans. 17 undergraduates among you have answered the nation's call and gone on to successfully complete an engineering degree, which is no easy task. So I would ask all of those veterans that are here today to please stand and be recognized. So from one old soldier to each of you veterans, thank you for everything you did while wearing the uniform of this great nation. I know what you sacrificed for the sake of that privilege. I respect your service, and I thank you. I would also like to ask, in the stands around us today, all the veterans that are here today, please stand up to be recognized. Please stand up. Thank you for your service to our great nation. Whatever service you were in, whatever time you retired, whether you served 20, 25, 30 years, or whether it was just your enlistment. But please, I thank you on behalf of a grateful nation. Now, it's been a few years since I was sitting where you are today, getting my degree and figuring out how to properly align those shiny new bars on my uniform. Well, maybe more than a few years. When I graduated from CSU in 1985, the world was different, to say the very least. For one, we were still in the Cold War. When I was a student and ROTC cadet during my years here, the Cold War was at the forefront of our minds. The last war the U.S. had been involved in was Vietnam, and the Army was still feeling the effects of that war 2 decades after the fall of Saigon. But we had to focus. Our national security challenges were still very significant, and our leadership recognized it. At that time, President Reagan was about to begin his second term, and World War II veteran Caspar Weinberger was the Secretary of Defense. Space was beginning to get their attention. Just a few months before my graduation, we established the first United States Space Command. It focused on making U.S. military forces more effective in the terrestrial missions, whether those were on the land, air, or sea. So fast forward to today, we've experienced an exponential growth in space capabilities, and the benefits we gain from space-based capabilities are astounding. Your cell phone, your ATM card, the navigation system in your car, your ability to listen to your favorite tunes with the push of a button anywhere at any time, your doctor's ability to remotely access your medical records and provide a remedy, even a farmer's ability to grow food that we all consume. All of this depends on a highly space-based capabilities. Today, space-related commerce accounts for about $4 trillion annually. That's a lot of money. That's a lot of dependency. And as a result, a lot of vulnerability. So our national leadership today has seen those advantages and have considered the vulnerabilities. So much so that the President and the Secretary of Defense have given me the job of protecting and defending U.S. and allied space capabilities, even including those of our most critical commercial companies. So space fuels the American way of life, and space fuels the American way of business. That is exactly why we reestablished United States Space Command as the nation's 11th and newest combatant command to, one, deter conflict in space, and to protect and defend our interests in that very domain. So you might ask, what happened to the first U.S. Space Command? Well, when the attacks of 9/11 occurred, the nation shifted focus to the global war on terrorism. We stood up U.S. Northern Command to protect the homeland, and space operations at that time got folded into the Strategic Command at Offutt Air Force Base. But the significance of space to the American way of life and to the success of our military operations only increased over the 2 decades which followed. We became much more dependent on space, and those dependencies led to, as I mentioned earlier, vulnerabilities, which potential adversaries learned to exploit. And so it became clear that we had to reestablish a combatant command with a singular focus 24 hours a day on space. And we did just that in August of 2019. So on top of that, technologies developed rapidly, and they continue to do so. When I graduated in 1985, we were about to launch the 3rd variant of a defense satellite communications system that we called Discus 3. It had a monster transmission rate of up to 200 megabytes per second. Good, you're listening, I can hear it. Today's version, which is the wideband global SATCOM, or the WGS, has over 10 times that capacity, and even 5G is leaving that level of capacity well behind. Many of you likely remember the space shuttle, the first reusable spacecraft. At the time, it was a highly complex, highly sophisticated spacecraft, the first of its kind. It operated with 1 megabyte of RAM. And so today we measure memory in gigabytes, terabytes, and even petabytes. The cell phone you either have in your pocket or in your hand as you're clicking pictures here today has orders of magnitude more computing power than what was launched and powered on the space shuttle. So today, NASA is exploring such technology advancement to develop plans for space exploration far beyond the roughly 100 to 400 miles above the Earth that the shuttle operated in. So we will go back to the moon with the Artemis program. We'll further explore the cislunar region, the region in between the Earth and the moon. And one day, we'll put an American on Mars. The difference today is that all of these efforts will be collaborative. They will not be the exclusive purview of NASA or US Spacecom or the military in general. We will be in full partnership with America's space entrepreneurs and with American industry. And we have abandoned the model of centralized government-directed space activity, which worked so well in the first few decades of space exploration. It's simply no longer applicable to today's space environment. That's what led Harvard Business Review in February of last year to declare that commercial space age is in fact here, and they are right. Our commercial partners are a critical part of U.S. Space Command's mission capability, and they are key to our future success in the space domain. So I continue to be inspired by a speech President Kennedy gave at Rice University in 1962. I wasn't even born yet. It was a famous speech outlining why we chose to go to the moon. The president didn't get to see the end result of his challenge, but we achieved his goal in 1969. I do remember the Apollo 11 mission. I remember the black and white TV images of Neil Armstrong stepping on the moon. And I remember the distinct pride we had as a nation at such an extraordinary accomplishment. So why do I raise this historic example in the President's speech? I do it for two reasons. First, to emphasize that we are going back to the moon and further with NASA's Artemis program well established and the roadmap well defined. Second, two parts of the President's speech, though delivered 60 years ago, fits perfectly with today's strategic environment and are ideal concepts for you to consider on the day that you get your degree and get on with the next phase of your life. In that speech, on a warm September day, 1962, President Kennedy spoke of the rationale for the ambitious project of putting an American on the moon. He said, "We set sail on this new sea because there is new technologies to be gained and used for the progress of all people. For space science, like nuclear science and all technology, has no conscience of its own. Whether it will become a force for good or ill depends on man, and only if the United States occupies a position of preeminence can we help decide whether the new ocean will be a sea of peace or a terrifying theater of war." The President continued, "But why, some say, the moon? Why choose that as our goal?" And then he answered forcefully, "We chose to go to the moon in this decade and do other things, not because they are easy, but because they are hard, because that goal will serve to organize and measure the best of our energies and skills, because that challenge is one we are willing to accept." There was quite a lot, I agree, packed into a couple of short paragraphs, and much of it applies to everything I've been discussing up to this point. So here's what I mean. First, the President said, "We set sail on this new sea because there is new knowledge to be gained. You set sail on your college effort for the new knowledge to be gained. You're setting sail on a new life after graduation, also because there is vastly more knowledge to be gained." He said of space science, "Whether it will become a force for good or ill depends on us." And that is exactly what drives our daily efforts at U.S. Space Command. We are determined to deter conflict in space, and we are prepared to protect and defend U.S. and allied interests in space if called upon to do so. He also asked, why the moon? Why choose this as our goal? Of course, the President is famous for his ad libs. Why does Rice play Texas? Well, that's akin to asking why CU plays us. Because it's a challenge, right? And no matter the ultimate score, we always give them a run for their money, right? Go Rams! And by the way, I don't believe Rice was ranked that year. Texas was in the top 5. I think the score of the game, which was about a month after he gave that speech, was tied 14-14. And perhaps the President's most famous passage in the speech was why we chose to go to the moon, not because it is easy, but because it's hard, because that goal will serve to organize and measure the best of our energies and skills. You chose to be an engineer, not because it was easy, but because it was hard, and it helped organize and measure the best of your energies and skills. So today is the measure of your success, applying those energies and those skills against a significant challenge. It was hard, but you made it, and you joined a distinguished group of graduates of this remarkable university. Among them are the late Walter Scott Jr., a Korean War veteran and engineer who later achieved great success in business and retiring as a billionaire philanthropist. Medal of Honor recipient George Watson, who under orders from his ship's captain to abandon the fast-sinking vessel, put his own safety aside and remained in the water to rescue several of his fellow soldiers. Private Watson was one of only seven African Americans to receive the nation's highest honor for extraordinary acts of valor during service in World War II. Astronaut and Navy Captain Kent Rominger, who flew on 5 shuttle missions, commanding his last 2. And finally, and there are many, many more, and finally, astronaut Dr. Lindgren, who received his master's degree here in cardiovascular physiology right here at CSU, and is currently orbiting the Earth as crew commander aboard the International Space Station. So when you walk out of here, look up, and you might see him in low Earth orbit passing over Fort Collins. So at one point, all of these folks who I just mentioned sat where you are today, on the verge of an exciting new phase of their lives. So I ask you, can you live up to their example? Can you incorporate the culture of excellence implied in President Kennedy's challenge to put an American on the moon? Are you ready for the opportunities that await you in the greatest nation on earth, with the greatest opportunities for success anywhere in the world? And I think the answer to all those is an emphatic yes. Your engineering studies have set the stage for that emphatic yes. Your college experience has prepared you to shout that yes. Even those of you who might have preferred a stool at the trailhead over a desk at Morgan Library, I'm still very proud of all of you, and I'm proud to have been able to join you today and have you join me as a RAM alumni. So many years ago, when I was a young lieutenant, I learned a valuable lesson from a highly experienced first sergeant in my unit. He was a very classic Army non-commissioned officer with a wealth of wisdom that I learned as a lieutenant to listen to them. And from many years of soldiering, including a hero's tour in Vietnam, he would look at me and say, "Lieutenant Dickinson," he said, "never forget where you came from." Well, I haven't. In large part, I came right from here, the campus of Colorado State University, and I am grateful for the chance to help you celebrate today and for the reminder of where I, in fact, came from. So I ask all of you today sitting here to do the very same thing. Never forget where you came from. So I wish you all the very best of luck as you begin the next chapters in your lives. And as you explore the limitless potentials available to you in this great nation and around this great world, remember, you can always reach for the stars. Good luck, and thank you very much.
Thank you, General Dickinson. It's now my pleasure to present the candidates for the baccalaureate degree from all engineering majors. Students, please rise. Dean McLean and Provost Pedersen, it's my pleasure to present to you these students who have completed all the requirements established by the various majors in the College of Engineering for the bachelor's degree. The Faculty Council has recommended to the Board of Governors that these students receive their bachelor's degrees at this time. Provost Pedersen.
Walter Scott Jr., College of Engineering, graduating class of 2022. This is the moment you have worked towards and dreamed about, and thus it is with great pleasure I offer these words. By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Governors of the Colorado State University System, I hereby confer the bachelor's degree on each of you with all of the rights, privileges, and responsibilities appertaining thereunto. Let's recognize the achievements of this wonderful group of students. So on behalf of the entire CSU community, congratulations.
Students, please be seated. We will now award diplomas individually to the members of the graduating class. I would like to ask Dean McLean and the department heads to come forward and shake hands with the graduating seniors as they accept their diplomas. As a benefit to the students and their families, a photographer will take pictures of the graduates as they cross the stage. Graduates, please pause for your photo as you shake hands with your department head. A final photo will be taken after you leave the stage. And now, will the graduates from all engineering majors please prepare to accept your diplomas. Thank you.
Hang on.
The academic honor guidelines for students who are graduating with distinction are as follows. Summa cum laude designates approximately the top 1% of graduates in the university. Magna cum laude designates approximately the next 3% of graduates in the university. And cum laude designates approximately the next 6% of graduates in the university. We will begin with the biomedical engineering dual degree students. Thank you. Our first students will graduate with degrees in biomedical engineering and mechanical engineering. Ethan Goose Barron, summa cum laude. Owen D. Anderson. Brandon K. Ruwalt. Melody Ann Piero. Ross Carl Lorish. Kimberly Hope King. Edward Allen Kitahara. Marin Bauer. Courtney Joe Doherty. Benjamin Blaylock Bunton. Nicholas S. Robinson. William Kumpf. Hang on. Aiden G. Piacenton. Kyle Matthew Kelly. Shervin F. Kazemi. Turner McCoy Solheim. Oh, yeah. Hey. Owen M. Wall. Leslie Raylyn DeLay. Jack Perry Burford. Shelby Maureen Oak. Zachary Joseph Klein. Justice R. Corey. Megan Jasmine Frieders. Grace Pilar Taylor Goodall. Ashley N. Block. Ryan M. Pyfrom. Max Dominic Sung Min Brown. Corgan Allen Thomas. Ashley M. Daniels. Sarah Elizabeth Daniken. Taylor Nicole Ricardo. Matthew Craig Steichen. Lauren Ann Egan. Benjamin Harding Markworth. Alexander T. Scott. Tyler Scott Ross. Matthew Dylan Ahern. Michael A. Hernandez. Nicole Elizabeth Mitchell. Brady Todd Hine. Hang on just a second. Sierra J. Williams. Madeline Ann D'Amato. Sarah K. Verderami. And now we will announce the names for our students who are receiving biomedical engineering degrees and chemical and biological engineering. Hang on. let Dr. Dandy get up there. Michelle B. Hefner has a minor in mathematics and was president of the Society of Hispanic Professional Engineers. Emily Mary Smith. Kara Von Leone. Sorry. Nathan Patrick Wanders. Sydney Annalise Alderfer also has an interdisciplinary leadership studies minor and is graduating summa cum laude. Alicia Dawn Pisano also has a minor in microbiology. Alexandra Evelyn Rochette. Sarah Courtney Ehrlich. Justin T. Duff. Ashley Johanny Helton. Wendy Perez. Emma Rose McLaughlin. And now we welcome our dual degree students getting degrees in biomedical engineering and electrical engineering. Luke A. Roan. Servando Calderon. Nathan K. Yu. Katie Nicole Graham, graduating cum laude. Nicholas Alexenko. Macklin Robert Harrington, graduating magna cum laude. Alfredo Felix Macha Astorga. Sarah A. McLean. And now we welcome our graduates with degrees in chemical and biological engineering. Deanna Ruth Sadecki, graduating magna cum laude. Nathan D. Weigel. Lev L. Vilnetz. Philippa Josie Bailey. Nicholas Eraso Papagayo. Katie Melissa Fix. Josephine M. Reinhardt. Wyatt Brian Hughes. Randy Lee Mondragon. Brandon Clark Martinson. Willow Grace Klein. Jacob Daniel Julius. Colin Luis Jones. Fritz John Ogden. Christopher Blaze Gwynn. Catherine Emily Boyd. Connor L. Witt. Colin Richard Hill, graduating cum laude. Scott A. McLean. graduating cum laude. Okay. Thank you. Hannah Consuelo Park, graduating magna cum laude. Adrian L. Schisler. Rachel G. Harvey. Cameron David Lee. Oh, okay, gotcha. Okay, hey, Max. Maxwell Alexander Towlin. Caitlin Diane Williams. Scott Lindgren Morgan. Haley Elena Ma. Luke Thomas Champness. Julia Elizabeth Frederick, graduating magna cum laude. Lauren Beatty. Ananya Bayapayajula. Also has a minor in biomedical engineering. Ethan Christopher Green. Go ahead. Jaden Bishop. Hello. Alexander James Baton or Baton? Just one? Okay. Alexander James Baton. Monica Janae Marquez. Sue Coradia. Catherine Dawn Shumsky. Derek Ryan Kendrick. Jordan Carl Krasanovich. Matthew T. Raish. Daniel Hidalgo Argote. Logan M. Ream. Mason C. Vess. Zoe Marie Holderide. Luis Roman. Owen Robert Haley. Foon Hun. Kook Nguyen. Marinella Kirk. Ella Eldari. Lauren Robinson, graduating magna cum laude. Amber Nicole Koch, graduating cum laude. Jonathan D. Meyer. Almutes Almamari. With a minor in business administration and certification in entrepreneurship. Fahad Al-Shubay. Okay, pronounce your last name. Suleiman Ali Al-Hidaythi, with a minor in business administration. Shimon Ayman El Haddad. Nuf M. Al-Mutari. Chloe May Stoffel. And now we welcome the students receiving bachelor degrees in civil and environmental engineering. Yusuf Abdullah. Salim Mohammed Al-Abri. Saeed Mahdi Al-Ajmi. Brennan Casey Ackerman. Hi. Ibrahim. Badr Ibrahim Al-Buhar. Andrew Ryan Kaler. David B. Avery. Gage K. Clemens. Cesar Alonso Loya. Cesar. Christopher Montiel de la Rosa. Jacqueline Marie Ariano. Catherine Ann Hood. Simone Polacco James. Elizabeth Marie Lacey. Aaron Kum C. Shizui Lum. Alexis Faith DeMag. Krista L. Grossman. Emma Raylyn Garner. Peyton M. Larson, with a minor in construction management. E. L. Trinity Peters is also president of Rams Without Borders. Paola Araceli Tinoco. Jackson Michael David Dye is president of the Engineering College Council. Jessica Zavala Ramirez. Bianca Isabel Reyes. Kira Nicole Knief. Amy Irene Burke. Lily Jane Drum Parse. Kendall O'Neill Monley. Abigail Garnett Wright. Beatrice Catherine Fisher. Alexander Brian Bosho. Austin Hunter Cannon. Trey Jacob Dilly. Nicholas Charles Saleh. Joseph T. Crissa. Michael Liam Brennan. Jackson M. Maloney. Ross Kingsley Ostrander. Emma Lou Adams, graduating magna cum laude. Robert Vincent Vaquero. Luke William McLean. Tanner J. Germanson. Priya Ronnie Bomick. Rachel Elizabeth Wise. Rachel Taylor Polliard. Esther M. Clement. Megan Rebecca Bach. Stephanie DeFranco Couto Martins. Hey. Hannah Wanderling. Emily Ruth Bobrick. Hope Elizabeth Carlson. Madeline Louise Collins. Jadelyn Elise Lipman. Madeline G. Blake. Welly Linga. Jared Turner Licht. Jack Adams Durbick. Brian Robert Barker. Evan Wilder Mann. Joshua David Robender. Cole Joseph Lucero. Michael Allen Marr. Sarah Al Ramsey. Emily Ann Godai. Gabriel Thomas Vertanen Rodriguez. Sui Suen T. Yue Zhao. Yongchen Zhao. Zerong Zhen. Zadream Meng. Aiden W. Rowland. Zhaochen Li. David W. Pringle. Felipe Jesus Morales. Ricardo Esparza Munoz. Caleb Mizguna. Noah C. Anderson. Sirach T. Hillamichael. Blake C. Carlson. William Everett Klingman. Owen Camp. Thomas G. Bridge. Brady Alexander Durham. Michael E. Naranjo. Trevin Nicholas Terlizzi. Casey S. Johnston, graduating cum laude. Catherine Josephine Brannigan. Ooh, I like the tie. That's awesome.
Isn't that great?
Sarah Irene Patterson. Alec Michael Hood. Jackson R. Daly. Mariah Catherine Rogers. Christopher Andrew Whidden. Garrett Charles Suprake. Theodore Parker Corris. Jack Brendan Roy, graduating cum laude. Isaac William Todla. Michael L. Berg, graduating magna cum laude. Garrett T. Glaspie, graduating magna cum laude. Christopher Dale Van Dyke. David Palmer David Palmer Thormadsgaard, magna cum laude. Kyle Viselli. Joseph C. Newhart. Andrew James Gorman. Samuel G. Hess. Anne Lorraine Cushney. Shane Patrick McLeary. Nice hat. Colt William Ferguson. Scott Zusi Thomas Zusi. And now we welcome the students graduating with degrees in electrical and computer engineering. Luke Aldana. Oscar Coronado Rosales. Pablo Corona Alvarez. Dylan Clem. Jose Miguel Catalan. Ignacio A. Catalan. Sean Allen Cartwright. Justin D. Gao. Michael K. Cabida. Hang on just a second. Okay, go ahead. Daniel Allen Buck. Sierra Hokulani Benson. Benjamin Philip Bove. Rico Barella. Thank you. Christopher Everett Alquist, graduating cum laude. Hamad Abdullah Mohanadi. Omar Al-Habshi. Zane Paul Miller. Jared Michael Martinez. Deegan Michael Malloy. Jacob O. Lyon. John Kenneth Lewick. Evan Grant Lipsky. Nicholas B. Leesburg. Vani Kapoor. Ryan Allen Hawkins. No. Ryan Jacob Gadis. Andy Groling. Ryan Edward Gleckler. All right, we'll give it a go. Dylan Robert Gobb with a minor in computer science. Stephen G. Garrison with minors in music and physics. Christopher James Fugue, graduating cum laude. Andrew Thomas Flores. Justin Jeffrey Ellsworth. Corey S. Elias. Sean Nicola Durand. Jake T. Dorset, graduating cum laude. Jared Jesus Davis. McKenna Reese Crawford. Patrick Garrett Wesley. Andrew Chase Weeks. Peter Jacob Walsh, graduating cum laude. Ritrick Vadapalli. John Feng Calvin Tai, graduating summa cum laude. Jackson L. Ross. William Ronald Reiter. Jonathan McGregor Stewart Reed. I like your hair, it's awesome. Cheyenne Autumn Rambo Cromer with a minor in business administration. Devin Dwayne Pohl with minors in computer science and mathematics, graduating summa cum laude. Tyler Justin Peterson. Jason Z. Pong. Fletcher Thomas Oren. Kendra Brittany Ott. Brandon Charles O'Hearn. Craig Joseph Olson. Is it Knighton? David Scott Knightenbach. Jacob Christopher Nash. Naeem N. Moyne. Ahmed Yaqub Mohammed. Maximilian Andrew Thomas Whelan. Kiyoshi Culver Yamamoto. Pa Kofi Yaboa. and now receiving degrees in engineering science, Tenjing J. Santisevan. Alejandra Valenzuela. Anthony Aaron Lopez. All right. Giacomo Morini. Sarah Elizabeth Martinez receives a degree in engineering science and a degree in mechanical engineering. Cameron Lee Steele. And now we welcome our graduates with bachelor's degrees in mechanical engineering. Don't know where they orange them. Brent Robert Fields. Zachary Foster Alves. Nicholas Nielsen Malwitz. Peyton Daniel McNeil. Nicholas Alexander Del Toro. Okay. Marcus W. Amrine. Alexandra Palma. Adam James Hooker. Connor D. McGlynn. Gage Bach. Cameron J. Crandall. Adrian S. Hernandez. Christian Andreas Hansen. Caleb Joseph Haran. Vincent C. Lehman. Brandon Donald Judy. London Kubicek. Graduates cum laude. Okay. Alexis Marie Brickert. Joshua T. Getz. Sean Thomas McDonough. Adam Edward Cholak. Corey W. Taylor, graduating cum laude. Zachary William Sutherland. Ryan Hunter Hughes. Kyle Henry Grinwald. Scott Joseph Dudek. Timothy J. Muffey. John R. Peterson. Eric Christopher Kavikas with a minor in economics. Eli J. Burns. Nolan W. Sherrill. Trevor S. Long. Blake M. Valera with a minor in mathematics. Drew Richard Blaze. Jacob D. Sinkus. Noah Durham Probst. Dominic Paul Diago. Justin Bayer. Parker Raymond Berg. Andrew B. Calloway. Andrew Charles Hubler. Luke Alexander Mason. Alexander Joseph Lynch. Logan R. Jukes. Nicholas Carl Landon, graduating cum laude. Evan William Hirsch. Brandon M. DeYoung. Grayson James Barber. Tyler John Jacobson. Thank you. Jacob Philip Petterly. Joshua Noah Scott. Stephanie Meller Platt. Ryan D. Walkowitz. Chandler Vaughn Horst. Garrett B. Robeson. Christopher L. Graffia. Blaine Francis Nye III. Ooh, got the whole family here. Colton Lucas Hanratty. Ian K. French. Ryan Edward Fannensteel. Noah Lane Schenk. Alex P. Serbasic. Noah G. Davis. Tobias Oliver Rubenfeld. We'll give it to her. Thank you. Liam Michael Gray. Bryce Stephen Barsnick. Devin Joseph Funaro. Kyle Conrad. I'll give it to them. Jackson Thomas Lipke. Michael Paul Skotniewski. Michael Paul Skutinsky. Sorry about that. Got that right. Aaron C. DeYoung. I'll say, read your mind. Kyle Thomas Lanning. Cameron Matthew Dennison. Yep. Tony J. Priolo. James, I saw James Taylor, sorry. Taylor James Mancini, graduating cum laude. Not to be confused with James Taylor. Logan E. Templeton. Jonathan Benton Buck will receive his degree in mechanical engineering and in engineering science. Derek Keith Laban. Samuel Kidd Stinson. Aiden Bruno. Javen Forrest Krish. Colette Marie Rainier. Jenna Lynn Stubers. Graduating magna cum laude is president of Tau Beta Pi. Melanie L. Blake, graduating cum laude. Catherine May Sheridan has a minor in global and environmental sustainability. Bradley J. George. Tyler J. Samuelson. Nice. Carla Georgina Rueda Perez. Heaven Ariani Smith. Jethro Mark LaRue, graduating cum laude. Calvin F. Murray. Benjamin Spencer Wilson. Tristan David Sora. Scott Allen Murakami. Rudy Anderson. Samuel Lewis Ekdahl. Leif Noble Hall. Joseph Benjamin Kraczynski. Matthew Pierce Allen. Brian Lee Troutman. Caleb Lee Hollingsworth. Cameron T. McCormick. Peter George Spurl. Ryan Patrick Kerrigan. Thomas John Zukcheski. Michael Jonathan Earlbeck, graduating magna cum laude. Logan Owen Litchfield. Noah James Kolda. Zaylin Young, graduating cum laude. Hunter David Pearson. Carissa May Vos. Corbin Gage Berg. Aaron Ty, graduating magna cum laude. Mohammed Al-Ghassani. Wael Ibrahim Al-Kindi. Azan Al-Ismaili. Amar Ahmed Al-Balushi. Mazin Al-Hanai. Oh, that's a big one. Jacob D. Mueller. Taylor James Kennedy. Nicholas Paul Consapes. Patrick D. Slott. Trevor Ray Cook. Jason Henry LaRoe. Longjo Jin. Kiho Yu, graduating cum laude. And last but not least, Jacob Armando Schlegel.
Thank you, Ms. Beal, wherever you've gone. Thank you for reading out all those names. So to the engineering graduates of spring and summer 2022, let me add my congratulations to that of the others who have spoken before me. Today represents an important milestone in your life. Much hard work and many long hours went into achieving this goal, and you should be proud of your accomplishments. Higher education continues as a powerful tool to better your own life, those of others around you, and society as a whole. A degree is one of the few things that once earned can never be taken away. To our graduates, I say thank you for enduring the ups and downs and disruptions of campus life during the pandemic. And I commend you for your dedication and perseverance in rising to those challenges. To our faculty and the staff that are here with us, I want to say thank you for your sacrifices, your demonstrated resolve, and your professionalism. And to the family and friends that are here with us in this commencement ceremony, thank you. We know this journey for our graduates would not have happened without your support. It is wonderful to be here in person to celebrate our graduates. Indeed, this is a special day. As I reflect on the amazing engineering alumni from CSU that are engineers, I've had just wonderful privilege over my career to meet. I'm struck by two common characteristics: their passion to make our world a better place and the incredible impact they've been able to achieve in their careers. We've been privileged to have General James Dickinson speak to us today, and he actually acknowledged a number of other engineering alums that have served in our armed forces. But there are many alumni in business, in nonprofits, in so many different ways. They are having an impact on society. And now you, the newest CSU engineering grads. We're all very proud of you, and I look forward to seeing the great things that all of you will accomplish. Today's diploma is not the end of your journey, but it is a very significant milestone. The degree that each of you has earned here today is a fulfillment of the vision of Abraham Lincoln, who over 150 years ago signed the act that established land-grant universities, providing access to an excellent education and the subsequent successes for those with the tools and the desire to make a difference in society, no matter their economic background or where they come from. 2022 engineering grads, you have not just the ability, but also the responsibility to make our world a better place. Lead by example, and you will bring others along with you. My best wishes and congratulations to you all. Go Rams. I would now like to welcome Miss Emily Valorati. Emily is a graduate of CSU in biomedical engineering and mechanical engineering, and she's going to provide remarks as an alum.
Hello, my name is Emily Valorati, and 4 years ago, I was sitting where you are all today as graduates of the Walter Scott Jr. College of Engineering. When I reflect on my commencement, I remember how excited and how proud I felt finally getting that diploma in my hand. 6 years, 2 degrees, 1 minor, and many memories later. My decorated graduation cap said it best. As simple but profound, I did it. I also remember being so nervous about what was to come, leaving this beautiful campus I considered a home and jumping into real life, whatever that looked like for me. 4 years ago, I was still unsure how I wanted to use my freshly earned degrees. I wanted to find the best fit for myself. I wish I could say that happened quickly and seamlessly, but sometimes being patient and focused is the best way through. 1 year after graduating, I made the move out of state to work for a medical device company, where I began to witness the direct impact engineering has on our global community. Because of engineering, I help people improve their quality of life with minimally invasive surgical devices I help design. I help train surgeons on new and innovative techniques to improve surgical outcomes and allow greater accessibilities and communities to these life-changing techniques. Because of the Walter Scott Junior College of Engineering, I have the knowledge and skills to change lives. Now, it may be time for you all to change lives, tackle a new adventure, and live your purpose. Everyone sitting here has a different path and future, but whether you stay in Fort Collins or travel across the world, you all have an important common factor with each other, and more than 250,000 others who have come before you. You are all alumni of Colorado State University. The class of 2022 has one more common experience, though not by choice: earning your degree through a global pandemic. Though it was a difficult time, it was also a time of growth. Remember, our most difficult challenges are the ones that expand our potential and unite those who overcame these obstacles together. Be proud of your resilience and carry it with you always. When you leave this campus, be assured your university will not leave you. No matter where your personal and professional journey takes you, know that the CSU Alumni Association, your professors, your college, your advisors, and your former professors will be here for you every step of the way. Who knows, you might even find your way back to campus like I have and discover a new way to use your engineering degree, helping engineering students grow personally and professionally to all become alumni of Colorado State University. Take a moment to reflect on all these feelings and thoughts you have about graduating. From personal experience, I can promise you that the pride, excitement, and nervousness you're feeling right now will provide fuel for the journey ahead. Eventually, these feelings will change, they'll deepen, mix with memories, and turn into nostalgia. As that happens, remember that this special place will always be your home. Like the rows of American elm trees on the oval, you are rooted here. I'd like to be the first to welcome you to the alumni family. Congratulations on a job well done, an extraordinary journey ahead of you, and as always, go Rams. Thank you.
I'd like to now ask everyone to please stand as we sing our alma mater.
Hail to thee, our alma mater, Colorado State. Memories are everlasting of this place so great. May the green and gold unite us, loyal ever be. Colorado State, our alma mater, hail, oh, hail to thee.
Please be seated. On behalf of our faculty, staff, and students, I thank the parents, families, friends, and guests for participating in this most gratifying celebration. Please remain seated while the graduates, faculty, and platform party depart. Thank you for joining us. Have a safe trip back home, and to the graduates, again, congratulations.